Zakky, I'd like to pick up on your athletic analogy because it strikes me that if we want the arts to thrive, we have to create the right kind of supportive environment. It's like sport, which also needs dedicated administrators and coaches.
Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more, and I'd like to introduce you to someone who fits the bill perfectly. She's Nadia Virasamy.
If you want to experience the cultural pulse of Jozi, then you've got to go right to its heart in Newtown, which is where Zakky had arranged to meet Nadia at her favorite coffee shop.
Nadia!
Hello!
Nadia, thank you so much for meeting us.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Tell us about yourself, your background, where you grew up.
I was born in Mayville in Durban, and our family was relocated to Phoenix, and that's where I spent most of my childhood with my parents. Part of my teenage years we moved to Ladysmith and I matriculated there and then moved back to Durban when I started my studies.
And what did you study and why?
I did a degree in social science, majoring in industrial management and sociology. And then I did a master's degree in arts, culture and heritage management at WITS, where I also lectured part-time. Then I got this job at Moving Into Dance as an educationalist or the director of education.
So you left the academic world for the entertainment world. How and why did this come about?
As an educationalist, I wanted to see the impact that I have. And Moving Into Dance, Mapatong is a non-profit organization that was founded in 1978 by a lovely Jewish woman called Sylvia Glasser, who essentially used to sneak youth in from the townships into her garage in Victory Park in the northern suburbs of Johannesburg to train them to dance and then send them back to the townships to use dance as a form of recreation for their communities, but also to generate an income. So that was the ethos of the organization. Mapatong means place of safety or a haven. What we're doing is we're targeting youth that are really impoverished, that are amazingly talented from across the country and don't have the resources to study further. Of this, I can actually see the impact that we have in terms of training. And it makes me feel very fulfilled in the sense that I can see the contribution that I'm making to society at large.
What has your work with the MPO entailed?
A lot of it is involved around fundraising, maintaining relationships with current funders and sourcing new funders and just, the overall management of programs and projects within the organization.
You're also on the board of the Newtown Improvement District. Tell us a little bit about this.
Newtown is designated as a cultural precinct, and there's a board that oversees the area itself. It's about attracting cultural activity into the area as well and increasing the footfall into Newtown. But part of that is also about ensuring a safe space for people to come through and a clean space.
What are some of the community development and awareness programs that you're involved in?
We essentially teach in schools and community groups twice a week. So we send out our professional dancers and our second and third year trainees to different schools that don't generally have recreational activities. And as part of the arts and culture curriculum, we get them to teach dance.
Nadia, what exactly is social entrepreneurship?
It's about our programs and projects that essentially deal with issues around social development. So it's about job creation through dance that we engage in. It's about training youth in dance and associated skills. And when I say associated skills, they learn not just how to do dance and choreography and teach dance, but also computer skills, business skills, financial skills, management skills, anything that could assist them in pursuing a career in dance and not necessarily being a professional dancer or a choreographer, even being an arts administrator.
Nadia, what have been some of your major achievements today?
I'm presently among the top 3 finalists for the Businesswomen in Arts Regional Awards in the category of Social Entrepreneur. And also, I'm among the top 5 finalists in the country for the Rising Star Awards.
Nadia, thank you so much for telling us all the amazing things you're doing. I'd love to see it.
The Moving Into Dance Mapatong performers were hard at work with rehearsals when Zakky and Nadia arrived.
Okay, let's take it from the second time.
Choreographer Jessica Newpin was taking the company's seasoned dancers through a new work to be premiered in Germany as part of South Africa's Heritage Month celebrations.
you just saw was our professional dance company, and they're rehearsing a work called Romeo and Juliet, R&J, and Rebellion in Johannesburg. And that work is about to embark on a South African heritage tour to Germany for a whole month. The woman that you saw in the studio is Jessica Newpin, who's a South African choreographer that has been living and dancing in Germany for the last 8 years. So it's a wonderful juxtaposition of Romeo and Juliet versus Johannesburg and the new generation post-apartheid, and we're very excited about this production. When I see my dancers on stage, like we've seen them here in the studio, it just moves me. You know, I really believe at that point that what we're doing is worthwhile. When I see our first-year students go out and get their first gig or their first job or just do something amazing, it just blows my mind to think that we offer them this opportunity. They're doing that because of our work, and I love to see the impact.
Would you say that people underestimate the arts as a facilitator of change?
Definitely. You know, I think most people, when they look at the arts, they think entertainment, and it goes so much deeper than that. Like, surely for people to entertain you, jobs have to be created, and not just, suppose in the dance industry, so not just as dancers, but choreographers. There's a whole production crew that goes behind it. I just thought that perhaps we could get you to do a little bit of something in the studio. So come on.
I would love that.
So these are our first years, and they've only been dancing since February.
Since February?
Yeah. I thought it'd be a fantastic idea for you to learn a short sequence with them.
I would love that.
Okay, let's get you some boots.
Wow, yay!
Okay, well, I hope these fit.
Oh, okay, cool. Shall we?
It's easy, very easy.
Okay. Let me put these on. And I'll be doing the exact same thing as you, I swear. The exact same thing.
Zakky would actually have some big shoes to fill, because moving into dance, Mopotong has established a reputation as one of South Africa's most dynamic contemporary dance companies.
Nadia puts so much of her soul into the arts and especially into the broader community, and I think she deserves to take a bow. And a huge round of applause.